Alright, so what's up everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Now today we're going to be looking at how to get the launchers gold easily in Modern Warfare 2. Now these are going to be probably the most frustrating weapons to complete the game. Probably going to affect your KD the most, so it's just best to get them done out of the way as quick as possible. I think this year might be one of the better years for the launchers in Call of Duty. It's definitely not a horrible thing to try and complete, but it's still going to affect your KD. It's still going to annoy you quite a lot, and I know it's annoyed me quite a lot. Just before we get started with today's video, if you're new around here, you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to stay consistent with these uploads. I know recently it's been a little bit patchy. I'm still trying to get back onto that. My goal is to make sure I have at least 4 videos out a week, and I'm still committing to that so far, so you guys can definitely count on that. But yeah, if you enjoy the content that you see around here, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Also, I'm going to be having more gold gun guides go out soon. The snipers one I'm definitely going to be doing the next week or so. The rest of them, if you guys show support on these videos, then I'll carry on doing them. So with all that out of the way, we're just going to hop right into the tips of how to get these done. So just like the melee weapons in this game, you can't start unlocking camos until you get the weapons to level 11 for some reason. And there is only one camo challenge, just like the melees once again, and that is to get 40 kills with every single launcher in the game. So you need to get to level 11 and then get 40 kills, which I find quite funny because you're going to be getting more than 40 kills getting it to level 11, but hey, Infinity Ward knows best. So in terms of the best way to level up these weapons to level 11, I personally played Invasion, and I just farmed the bots XP back when that was the main thing to do. I don't really hear many people talking about the Invasion weapon XP anymore. I don't know if they've nerfed it into the ground or what the deal is with that. But it might be a better option compared to, you know, the sweaty 66 lobbies you get in regular MP. And to be honest, unless you hate yourself and you want to use these as your primaries all the way to level 11, which I don't recommend, it might just be worth working on other guns like your assault rifles, your SMGs, and when they call in a UAV or CUAV or something, just shoot down the streaks with your launchers and level them up that way. I know getting kills is the quicker way to do it, but if Invasion isn't as good as it used to be, then I think this is probably going to be at least the least annoying way to get it done. Another option as well is to just play Invasion or Ground War regardless and just farm the people, because people aren't as switched on in those game modes. I've said this a ton of time before, but I don't really know if that's going to be the best option. I know you get more weapon XP per kill in Ground War and Invasion compared to regular, but that's just an option I'm throwing out there. I personally would just say play Invasion and just see how it goes. If you don't feel like you're doing that well, then maybe just swap over to 66, work on other guns and shoot down UAVs and stuff. So now you've got your launchers up to level 11, now you need to start working on the kills. Now for everything but the Joker, I found that just running around on normal 66 on hardpoint was the best way to get this done. It's going to tank your KD, you're not going to do amazingly, but I was averaging between 15 and 25 kills per match, so it took me like max 3 to 4 matches to get each launcher done for the kills. So I think this is the best way to do it personally. And at the moment, I don't think Bomb Squad is even that good in Modern Warfare. Yeah, I don't know if many people aren't using it or if it's what it is, but it just doesn't feel like that I'm getting any hit markers for Bomb Squad at all, to be honest. So I would probably say that now is the time, whether the case is people aren't using it or if it's just not very good, now's the time. Get them done now while it's bad. Now for the Joker, I'd say it's a bit of a different story. What I did is I would spawn in and just fire off my 2 missiles either onto the hard point when they have it, the enemy have it captured, or where I thought people would be, where, you know, I know the enemy would be coming from. I'd just fire off my 2 missiles, and then I would run around and just try and melee people, or I'd swap to another gun, just, you know, wait till I respawned. I personally think the best map to get this done is Shoot House, and the reason is that all the areas in Shoot House, like your sort of designated areas of the map, they all feel like if you shot a missile into the middle, it would pretty much cover most of that region of the map. So it feels like if you fire off into 2 different regions of the map, you're guaranteed a kill at least, because it's a very small map as well. On top of that, it's a very open map. There's no roofs or anything, so you should be set to just fire off your missiles, you know, do your melees, whatever. Hardpoint on this map is an absolute dream, so that's what I'd recommend. If Shoot House 24/7 is still in, then I would play that, or you can just wait for it to come through or whatever. But this is the map I had the most success in. And just as I previously mentioned as well, for all of these launches, you can melee people with them and it will count towards your kill camos. So if you're on that rocket, don't just give up or just kill yourself. Run around and melee people at least. You might get get a couple more kills in there. And as terms of a class setup as well, I always make sure I've got bomber squad here, just so I don't kill myself accidentally or someone doesn't just kill me. And the fast hands as well, just for that quick reload. I always run it anyway, but especially for the launches, it's pretty much essential. And finally, the munitions box, just so when you do run out of rockets, you can just throw it down and get 1 or 2 more. Now, onto the main part of the video is the MWII Camo challenges. So the first one is gold. You need to get 2 kills without dying 5 times for all the launches apart from the Joker, where you need to do it 10 times. I don't know who made the Joker 10, but they deserve to be hung. Now, my number 1 tip for this is play hardpoint. I don't get why you'd play domination or anything. Hardpoint congregates everybody onto a single location for the entire match, so you know where people are going to be all the time. The way I ran this though is you have 2 rockets at the end of the day, so just don't miss. And if you do end up missing one of your missiles, I'd hug a doorway or a choke point, something, and just melee someone who runs through. Or you could use a munitions box like I said earlier and just throw it down to get an extra missile or 2. For what I said earlier about you have 2 missiles, so don't miss it. If I missed one of them, I would try and melee, but if I missed both of them, if I shot off both my rockets and didn't get a kill, I would just give up. I'd swap to another weapon, I'd kill myself, whatever, because you're not going to get 2 melee. You might get 2 kills without dying with meleeing, but I just feel like it's kind of worth us trying, just because it's going to be 10 times harder for yourself. Yeah, if you end up missing both your rockets, I'd just give up, move on to the next life. You'll get it another time. But aside from those tips, it's literally just trial and error. It's just luck. You know, it's a combination of those both. So just try and be patient. Just accept the fact that you will go negative. I know I raged an absolute ton trying to get these done. I know you guys probably will as well, but at the end of the day, it's the launchers. You know, this is the same thing every year, so it's gonna happen eventually. I don't really have any special tips for the Joker either. I just sort of did the same thing. The only thing I would say, I suppose, is when you fire off your 2 rockets, let's say you get a kill with the 1 rocket, you fire off the second one, don't just run into an area, you know, when the second one hasn't landed yet. At least wait for it to land. You might get a kill with it. Just wait for both of the rockets to hit the ground. You know, make sure you get your kills or you don't, and then go for your melees or whatever. Or don't do what I did. Don't run into an area you've just shot your Joker at either, because I know I did that. But yeah, the Joker is just such a massive explosive radius. I found myself getting double kills quite a lot, or definitely like 2 kills consecutively, so I didn't have a problem with this at all, to be honest. Platinum challenge for the launch this year is just piss easy. It's literally just destroy equipment, kill streaks, or vehicles. That is very straightforward. For all the lock-on launchers, you can just shoot down UAVs. It's very straightforward. Or CUAVs, VTOLs, whatever it is, just shoot them down. In the background, you'll get them done eventually. For the Shredder P, I wouldn't waste your time doing UAVs and, you know, lining it up with the crosshair and all that. That's just long, that is. I think the best thing to do is probably shooting down CUAVs. If not, you can go into ground war for vehicles like, you know, SUVs or whatever, or even Warzone maybe. Destroy the vehicles, the Shredder P, you know, it does say vehicles without count. Or you could try and shoot things like proximity mines and munitions boxes in 66, you know, just run it as a secondary. Swap to it when you're playing normally, just swap to your Shredder P and just shoot them. And the final challenge for the launchers is the Polyatomic challenge, which is double kills. Now, this is probably going to be the biggest roadblock in the atomic. I keep saying atomic. In the Orion grind, this is basically the gold challenge, but harder because it has a time cap on it. It's double kills. So I think the best way to get this done is just do what you did for gold, but just be a lot more aggressive. Just shoot your missiles, run at people, punch them, you know, just basically turn the dial up to 11. I personally think your best bet might be shooting rockets and meleeing together instead of just, you know, doing one or the other. I think maybe fire off one rocket, get a kill, run for a melee kill if you see somebody else, because it might be quicker than reloading doing that. So I think that's probably going to be your best bet. If you don't have fast hands on, or if it hasn't charged up yet, then I definitely would recommend this. For the Joker, the best tips that I can think of, I'd fire off the 2 rockets in your, you know, designated areas or whatever, and at the same time as they're coming down, obviously don't run into the area, but I would go for a melee kill while the rockets are coming down, because you might get a kill with the rocket coming down, and at the same time you might get a melee kill, and that's a double kill done. So I think that's probably going to be the best way of doing that. Other than that, once again, it's going to be a matter of trial and error and just luck. It's just going to be luck based at the end of the day. This is one of those challenges that it's just going to be annoying. It's going to tank your KD. You basically just need to accept it and just tank through it, really. Just try not to rage as much as I did. Anyway, that's going to do it for today's video. Thank you guys very much for watching. If you've enjoyed it, make sure you leave a like and also subscribe if you are new around here. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.